Hello, Deep Feeling Collective. How are we today? A beautiful friend of mine asked me yesterday, how is your heart? How is your mind? How is your spirit? And I thought, what a beautiful, all-encompassing question. How is the whole of you? Spirit talks to me today about fear, and specifically how it ties into grief. Specifically how it ties into the grief of letting go, of letting go, of letting go. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve, and I am a trauma-informed awakening guide, a psychic empath, a deep feeler, and I'm here to share my story. And maybe you will receive what is needed. So Spirit talks to me today about fear and how loud fear can be. Do you know what fear feels like physically in your body? Is it the tightness in your chest? Is it the constriction in your throat? Is it everything inside of you screaming no? Yeah. And it can be really, really, really loud, right? It can be louder than everything else. It can drown out everything. Every thought, every other emotion, every goal, every ambition, every desire. Fear can drown it all out. And it can leave us berating ourselves, demanding better from ourselves, wondering why we just can't do the thing and what is wrong with me, and all of those really hurtful self-talk mechanisms, right? And it can stop us from doing really beautiful things. It can stop us from reaching for our healing. It can stop us from letting go of what doesn't serve, especially people, right? The attachments. I think when we feel deeply and we love deeply, but we struggle to love ourselves as deeply as we love others, it's because that's what we were conditioned to do. That's what we were trained to do by our upbringing, by the things that were denied from us. The love, the nurturing, the understanding, the patience. And so, when we pour into a relationship, we pour all in. And when something starts to feel off, we ignore it out of fear. Because even though something could feel off and our intuition is telling us, hey, it's time to go, the fear is louder. Because the fear says, this is as best or as good as we're gonna get. Right? That fear that we're not good enough, we're not worthy enough, that belief that we don't deserve better or more. The fear that says, well, at least I have a stable home, a stable, environment, and stable, meaning like you just know it's gonna be there. It doesn't have to be healthy. It doesn't have to be mutually reciprocal. It doesn't have to even be genuine love, but to your programming, it's stable because at least it exists, right? And so you stay. And you suffer out of fear. And then, when that gets to be unbearable, you make the choice to choose you. But choosing you comes with the price of grief, because choosing you means letting go of the security of knowing that your environment is the same, the security of knowing the predictability of the other person, the security of not having to go through the uncomfortable changes. So when you make the choice to choose you, you kind of expect that there's gonna be a liberation, and there is. But there's also deep grief. And even after the choice to choose you, the grief and the fear exist. Because now, who am I? And especially the longer that you stay in a relationship that isn't authentic to who you are, the more that you lose who you authentically are, or you give it away, you let another person dictate your worth. When you do finally choose you, while there is a liberation in that, there's also moments of what the fuck, car alarm for confirmation. Spirit's saying, listen up. There are moments of, what did I do? Who am I without this situation? Who am I without this person? Who am I without the belief that I only deserve what they're giving? And you kind of have to sit in that. You kind of have to surrender to the not knowing. And you kind of have to surrender to the grief, because it's coming and it's present no matter what. And you kind of have to surrender to the nervous system begging for answers, and for the brain, sometimes we just can't know the things. And there's such a need to know. There's such a, even if it hurts, we want to know. Right? We want to know what they're doing. We want to know if they're thinking about us or missing us, or if they've purely just moved the fuck on and you are a distant memory, right? Like, for some reason, there's a deep-seated need to know. And please let me know if I'm the only one that experiences this. And there's also moments of it's time to stop being afraid. And there's moments of what happens if I just do the thing that is giving me the fear. So, for example, I love to sing, but getting up in front of people to sing terrifies me. So I have booked a talent show. I am taking voice lessons for the first time in over 20 years. And I just recently accepted an invitation to an entrepreneur's networking bingo music, something about singing event. Now, this is really extreme. But I'm in that space now where I'm tired of the fear. I'm kind of tired of the grief too, but I understand that it serves its purpose and it's showing me what I am capable of overcoming. I truly believe that we are handed what we are meant to be handed. I do believe that we choose this path before we arrive for specific soul expansion and for specific soul lessons and growth, so that we can participate in a human existence that is abundant and is beautiful and is joyful and meaningful and magical. But Spirit has really pushed me. Spirit has really pushed me, and I'm sure a lot of you out there, deep feelers, Spirit has pushed you too. Out of comfort zones, out of relationships, out of jobs, out of homes, out of yourself. And life has pushed you to the floor, to your knees, to the breaking point, to the very edge of what you believe you can tolerate and accept and endure. And yet, you're still here. Fear can be really, really loud. Grief is one of the more physically painful emotions to feel as deeply as we do. Please leave me a note in the comments about what your opinion is, about what emotions are physically intense for you. Grief is definitely one of the biggest for me, but also joy. When we leave situations, or when we're pushed out of situations, even though we may not want to, or we may not feel ready or capable, we always come back, right? We always grow back. We always, from the ashes. And every time there's like that feeling deep down. It may not even be conscious, but it comes up in those moments to prove to yourself that it's there, of that, no, truly, look how far you've come. It's not easy to be out here. It's not easy to hold the gifts that you do. But if we were meant to be taken down by life, we would have been. When you feel this deeply and you have this much love to give, you just want someone to see you for who you are, for who you truly, truly are, and love you for that. But just know that it's not the person. It's not the person. It's the feeling that gives you. It's the feeling that being seen gives you. It's the feeling of being loved that gives you what you're looking for. And know that, yes, when you hold this much love inside of you, there is someone out there that deserves it and will reciprocate it. But you can have those same feelings by doing things for yourself, showing yourself grace on the days that are hard and not trying to force yourself out of it. Another beautiful friend of mine yesterday told me I can't have the cheat codes to my healing. He said, "You're trying to rush it." I was like, no. And he's like, "Yeah." And then I'm like, "Yeah." We have to allow the unfolding, my friends. We have to show ourselves some grace, show ourselves those moments of what do you need. When your mind starts to loop and the questions and the I need to know start to happen, return to that self, return to your center, return to your child self. I keep a picture of my 4-year-old self in my meditation room, and I look at her in the moments where I think I should be farther along, hold more knowledge, be doing the things, the marketing, the videos, the businessy things, or I think I should be more healed or just better. I look at her. Because we wouldn't ask our 4-year-old self to do the things that we demand of ourselves now. We wouldn't ask her to be better than who she was right now in this now moment. We would love her for exactly who she was. Spirit keeps saying to me over and over, what I keep hearing day after day is lay down your arms and rest your weary heart. You're healing, you're letting go, you're doing new things, you're overcoming fear, you're gaining awareness and wisdom, all while trying to navigate a new existence, a new identity, a new way of being and thinking and believing. So if you're in this same canoe with me now, Drop me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Personal readings can be booked at my website, dragonflywisdomhealing.com. You can go there to learn how to work with me, or just if you want to connect with someone who sees you. And maybe do something that scares you just a little bit today. And after you do it, because I know that you will, because I know that you're courageous and brave and strong and beautiful, but you can't see yourself how other people see you. And that's okay, because that will come too. But after you do that one little thing that scares you today, celebrate yourself for doing it. And know that I love you. And we're in this together.